What's up, beautiful people from YouTube? Felipe here with another haircut video. This one is a very simple haircut, although it came out super nice. We're doing a mid drop skin fade. We're not touching the top whatsoever, and we are also including a beard trim up in this haircut. To start off the haircut, first of all, I set my line. Now, what I do here is I actually open the lever and use the teeth against it. I do that for one reason only. I don't want the 000 to make a hard line on the skin. It's gonna take forever for me to get rid of that line later on. So I just draw the line and then I come over with my Slimline Pros. I get rid of all that extra hair in the bottom. Now I do get rid of it with the 000s, and then I come over with the Slimline Pros. Again, a 1/4 inch below that 000 line, just so that it creates that transition and just different layers of the fade. So now here with my number 2, I am pretty much like all my other videos. I am setting my base, my foundation for the fade and everything else. It helps me blend from 0 to number 2 very easily, so that's why I use the number 2 guard. After I do that, blade open, set my second guideline, and I'm moving up about 1 inch. I set the guideline and I close the blade halfway and I knock that bottom line right out. I do it in sections. I do the first side is my first section, the back of the head is my second section, and then the other side is my third section. Create the guideline and then I come over and I get rid of the guideline. This helps me save quite a bit sometimes. You know, it helps me save maybe from 3 to 5 minutes at the end of the haircut, which, as I'm sure all of you know, it can add up. So once I am finished setting my second guideline and getting rid of that, I throw on my number 1 guard with the blade open. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna set my third guideline, and then I'm gonna close the blade and I'm gonna get rid of it. So this is exactly what I'm doing here. I open it and then I come and I close, as you see there. With the blade open, you see me scooping. With the blade closed, you see me just working on that line. I'm not going up very high. Once I go over with the number 1 guard, I take the 1.5 guard and I am pretty much buffing it out. The number 1.5 guard is like my buffer. It's almost like my sandpaper. I'm just smoothing everything out, make sure everything is nice and smooth and even. The client here has a big mole on the temple of his head, so you gotta make sure I don't irritate that specific side. And then here with my 1/16 guard or my half guard, I'm just pretty much detailing. Sometimes the transition between the blade open half and then 1 guard leaves a small little line, so you can knock that down with the half guard. And then I'm pretty much done with the haircut. Now I'm just using my thinning shears to soften that that transition here between the top and the fade. Now I have my 5-star shaver. It varies. Sometimes in a haircut I use a 5-star shaver in the beginning, sometimes I use it at the end. It all depends on the actual haircut. It doesn't make any difference, I still use it. And then I am starting to blend in the sideburns to the beard. Here I'm just using my blade open, closing it a little bit, number 1 guard open, closed. And then now I'm just setting a rough guideline to shape up the beard. Now I don't try to make everything perfect now with the Slimline Pros. All I'm doing is just setting a rough guideline because I'm gonna go over it with my straight razor, so I'm not trying to waste too much time perfecting that that arch, because I am going back with my straight razor. So now I'm just shaping up the beard, freehanding a little bit. I'm trying to make the beard pretty much just nice and even and sharp on the sides. I like to freehand it. I don't like to use the guards too much. Number 2 guard is probably all I would use on a beard. So now here I'm double checking with the client, asking if he likes it, if he wants to go a little lower. You gotta be very cautious and careful with beards, especially beards this long. You know, people take an awful long time to grow a beard, and once I do all my clipper work around the beard, I go over with the hot towel, prepping the skin so I can straight razor the neck. Now going over with the cold towel just to clean up the excess shaving cream. The cold towel also helps to close up the pores and prep everything up. So here it is, guys. This is the haircut and beard trim. Hope you guys like it, enjoy it, learn something. Stay up and stay tuned and stay watching. Peace.